Hello guys, I'm Dacier and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm making a video on the biggest mistakes that I see new players making all of the time. So just a bit of context before we begin. For those of you who are maybe wondering who is this guy, why should I listen to him? So I've been playing Pixels since Season 1 Play to Airdrop. That was like in October of 2022. I have two lands. I'm a landowner. I have 3575 and 4602. These are both public lands, and I've actually been inspired by other content creators on Pixels to be making this content for new players. So hopefully that clarifies it. I'm here to help new players. I actually have a Discord, which I'm gonna link in the description. If you guys wanna ask any questions, it's a beginner-friendly Discord server, and yeah, I really wanna help new players. That's it, just plain as that. I'm actually gonna be posting tips. I'm gonna be posting the most profitable trades that I see. So yeah, if those things are useful to you in any way, shape, or form, please by any means join the Discord and come meet the community. Okay, so without any further ado, let's talk about the biggest mistakes that I see new players make. The first biggest mistake that I see new players make is that they are leveling wrong. So if you're a new player and you're wondering how you should be leveling up, actually the Pixels team clarified that and they also posted on the Discord. You shouldn't be leveling like 5-6 industries at once. Instead, you should be focusing on leveling 2 industries maximum at once, and it's best to choose industries that are complementary. So for example, if you're going to be mining, you should choose metalworking because you're going to have the raw materials to craft what you want in metalworking. Also, if you're going to be farming is very profitable at the moment. Which is also the reason why I mostly recommend to focus on farming. You should be also choosing cooking. So to clarify, if you're going to be leveling, choose a profitable industry. And if you're going to be leveling 2 industries, choose complementary industries. Another mistake that I see new players make is that they are not using and they are wasting their energy. So I see new players all the time having 1000 energy. You should never have 1000 energy unless you have just woken up and logging in on Pixels. As you guys might know, after the launch of Chapter 2, the Pixels team did a quick balancing patch and actually boosted energy regenerates by a lot. So all players are getting a lot of energy right now and they should be focusing on using as much of it as they can because we don't know when they're going to be dropping a patch that's going to be lowering the energy regen rates. So use your energy as much as you can. The third and biggest mistake, in my opinion, that I saw all the time on Discord is new players wasting coins on the taskboard. So I think this actually comes from a misunderstanding of how the taskboard works. I think these new players are seeing old players get a lot of pixels, getting like 100, 200 pixels in a day, and they are thinking that they can do the same when they absolutely cannot. And the team actually clarified this multiple times. They said that they want old players to be making more pixels than new players in order for there to be incentives for new players to actually level up and invest time in this game. Trust me, you do not want to be this guy because more coins spent do not necessarily mean more pixels. So in my opinion, new players should focus on leveling and making coins before they even touch the taskboard. That doesn't mean that they shouldn't be touching the taskboard at all. By all means, you should be checking upon it every day. And if you see a profitable pixel tasks, by all means do it. But keep in mind that at your low level, you will not be getting as much pixels as the old players get. You should get to level 100 before you even think about making a lot of pixels with a taskboard. Another thing that I see, especially newer, so under level 20 players do, is that they spend a lot of money on industries on leveling up their spec. So instead, if they have under 10k coins, they should not be focusing on buying the tier 1 and tier 2 industries and actually think about finding lands where the landowners did that for them. I actually have two lands which are both public, 3575, where I have placed a lot of mines. So if there are 2 or 3 players there, you can most definitely share the land with them and farm at the same time. And 4602, which is a forestry, and it also has tier 2 soil, a lot of soil. So new players are more than welcome to farm on my lands. These are both public, as I mentioned before. But please, if you are going to be planting crops on 4602, don't forget to actually collect the crops after you plant them and water them. Because if you forget them, they are actually going to be taking space and blocking other players from farming there. Another mistake that I see that new players make is that they are just crafting items and planting crops without checking first on pixels.tips to see which are the most profitable that they can be making before spending their energy there. So always check the coins per energy ratio to see the most profitable way to be making coins. Another big mistake that I see new players make is that they are not paying attention to the weekly AMAs. So the AMAs are 1 hour streams each week on Wednesdays where they address the biggest issues. They talk about their plans on the future and they actually take questions from the audience. So yeah, AMAs are huge. So if you don't have 1 hour to spend each Wednesday night watching these AMAs, I actually post recaps on my YouTube channel, which are 5-7 minutes long, depending on the volume of information that the team releases. So yeah, you should be checking them out. And finally, the biggest mistake that new players can make is that they are not following the seer on Twitter and they are not part of the Discord community where they can always ask a Pixels Pro for advice, where I also post the most profitable things that you should be crafting or crops that you should be planting. So yeah, thanks for watching until the end and I'll be seeing you in the next videos.